So, what is a good beginner? And the reason why I made this video is just because I wanted to make a video kind of talking about what a good beginner anime is. So let's say you want to get someone into anime, or just you want to get yourself into it, or you haven't watched it in a while, or whatever, just want to know what is actually a good beginner anime. What are some actual, like, not specific examples, but just concepts, or what makes a good beginner anime? Now, when I'm talking about beginner anime, I'm not talking about something like that'd be super popular, because most of the most super popular shows are super long. It might be easy just to say, oh, just watch Naruto, watch Dragon Ball Z, just watch Hunter x Hunter right off the bat, just watch Haikyuu. It might be easy to say one of those, but, or even One Piece right off the bat. But too long is some things, and that happens to be a key factor in all of these beginner anime lists. For something like Naruto, with an episode count of over 200 in the original show, like, which a good chunk is pure filler, which if you didn't have a guide or specifically showed a friend of yours Vyoshin Katsu or Naruto Kai, or have them read the manga, just another option. Or give them a filler guide, they most likely will just watch these episodes and be completely confused on why nothing is happening for the next several 90-ish episodes. Not only that, but beginner anime has to be somewhat accessible. It can't be on, let's be honest, niche streaming services. Something like Crunchyroll might be one of the most popular anime streaming services, besides piracy. Besides like that, it's still a niche streaming service. Compare the downloads of Crunchyroll to Netflix, Hulu, and if you are in Europe, because in Europe and internationally, you can watch some anime on Disney Plus. So, Disney Plus if you're in the EU or other places. That's why I don't recommend something that's exclusively on Funimation, Crunchyroll, or if it is on Crunchyroll, something that is required premium, which is practically everything, but still, it needs to be accessible. So something on Netflix or Hulu, and again, if you're international viewers, on Disney Plus maybe. So what can be a good beginner anime for some people? Well, just movies. Just an anime movie doesn't have to be specific. One brand, just whatever genres of movies they like. Just take those, give them an anime version of that. There you go. So, if you know they really love action, then Akira and Ghost in the Shell, those are obvious ones. If they like, I don't know, like deep stories or whatever, and a silent voice and things of that nature. And then if they just like pure vibes, then just any of the Ghibli films. None of them are exactly my favorite anime, but I still love all the Ghibli movies that I've watched. I haven't watched many of them. I'm working on it. I know I need to get more culture into this weeb, because I've really only seen a couple. But still, Ghibli movies, Akira, stuff like that, those are all things that can get someone into anime. And then we also have to talk about how Japanese it can be. And yes, even though anime is Japanese, if we take, I don't know, Bobby from South Carolina, they're not going to necessarily know what an onigiri or a nakama or senpai is. So, recommending something while short and very normal American somewhat genre, like Ouran High School Host Club, they use the words like senpai and honorifics and stuff, and they would probably be confused. Or recommend them One Piece, and they have the subtitle version. Nakama, a lot of the subversions don't have friend or comrade. When they say Nakama, they just put Nakama. And that brings up to the next point, weird anime stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Whether it be several minute screaming sessions, a whole lot of gore, or this. Yeah, a lot of those things can turn people off. That's why I wouldn't recommend Attack on Titan. I know a lot of you edgy, like, teenage anime fans, like, watched Attack on Titan and made that your personality for months, maybe even years. I'm just saying, just because you're edgy and liked the gore in that anime does not necessarily mean that everyone is going to like that. Even some of my favorite animes, like Full Metal Alchemist, when it was on Netflix, it was rated TV-14 for gore. But that's a whole different story. But still, something like that can turn a lot of people off. And then Dragon Ball Z, if you calculate the screaming to actual content, the screaming is really high up there. Another thing that can weird some people out is just the moe genre or idol genre, or I guess now cute girls doing cute things genre. Because in America, we don't really have slice of life. Yes, we have reality TV, but usually reality TV is kind of fictional in a lot of ways. Like, a lot of times it's just over, over dramatizes things or focuses on really crazy things like My 600-Pound Life or whatever, or 19 Kids and Counting. Those are reality TV, but those are extreme things there instead of like, kind of mundane things. And moe anime, for example, would be like Lucky Star, K-On! And Bocce the Rock, which I recently watched. It is very good, but I've already watched K-On! Before, and watched a little bit of Nichijou, so I had already seen some slice of life anime that I liked, and I had watched The Silent Voice, which is a slice of life anime. Even as drama and stuff, it's not anything fictional, and it's set in the real world, and it's more kind of people's lives. So that is a slice of life. But because of that drama, kind of does that. But something like Bocce the Rock can be strange to some people. Another thing is just the art style. One Piece might seem too cartoony or oddly proportioned, and something like Ping Pong the Animation, despite being beautifully animated, it is smoother than like the most cleaned fur of a cat. The art style looks kind of ugly, and I don't personally think that. I think, you know, art styles, there's never really such thing as an ugly art style. There's just kind of it's just kind of how some people like to do their art. But that can look ugly. Another thing is just not recommending people like joke anime. Like you wouldn't recommend like, I'm trying to think, what's a joke anime? Specifically Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood episode 4. Not the first couple episodes of the whole series, just specifically episode 4. Or Attack on Titan 2 as well. You wouldn't necessarily recommend those. Or Evangelion. Like, Neon Genesis Evangelion is a good show. But if I were a first-time anime viewer watching this show, I would be confused why I have to watch an entire show, then watch a movie, then read a manga, and then watch 4 other movies to get the full experience. That would be confusing. The same thing with Fate. It has a lot of timeline and stuff. The same with something like Steins Gate. So, the moral of this video, or just the lesson of the video, what are things beginner anime need to be? On the shorter side, accessible on streaming services, because despite how easy piracy is, and how the majority of anime users, anime watchers, use piracy, especially YouTubers, even if they say, you know, we want to support anime, they most likely have to do that because most legal streaming services do not let you record. Anime. So, as well, also back to like the piracy thing, even though a lot of people use it in the anime community, most people don't want to get viruses or weird pop-ups, or just don't want to have to go through the hassle of doing that. So, accessible on streaming services. Next is also be a certain genre that they like. Nothing really Japanese, no weird stuff, and nothing traumatizing, or like no stuff that like the people that say it's good are seasoned anime viewers, or people that were edgy and then this was their first anime. Nothing like that. So just, you know, those are all the points here. This video is kind of useless mainly because weebs don't have friends. I'm joking, we do have friends, but still, I hope that someone found this video useful. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded normally. I'm like in the last couple of like weeks of school, and we're taking a lot. This is where I kind of need to do stuff so I don't, you know, so I have to raise my grades and stuff. Yeah, it's hard to balance YouTube sometimes. See you on the next video. If you guys do enjoy. Bye.